Hi guys, thank you all so much for this week. Welcome back from your breakout sessions. I'm indeed here to wrap up again with just a couple highlights from today and kind of just go through a lot of the panels, the things that you were seeing, and again, kind of the arc of the messaging that we're really hoping you take away from today and yesterday. Obviously, right around the time you arrived, we got a rush of energy, likely from coffee, but also from Brian and Stephen, who came in and really helped to walk through a bit of where the corporate philanthropy world is showing up and evolving quite quickly into the philanthropic space. I think it's an absolutely critical addition to the sector, and as someone that I think as you start to see more and more companies come in both regionally and obviously in worldwide and global companies like Box, Salesforce and such, it really is an opportunity for us to pull them into that fold and into the community. So definitely looking forward to seeing them evolve through the next year or two in that. Then we had Dan Marcus and Chris talked about the addition of the grantee into that collaborative network, the idea of how we can start to target authentic, transparent relationships using technology, but ultimately changing the way we work. So I hope that was something you guys found interesting. I think, if anything, that is one of the most prevalent trends we're starting to see pull forward. In the breakouts, we heard from the grant book team, who's done just an absolute incredible job in bringing forward APIs, working with many of you here today to help sort of incorporate that larger ecosystem of the actual systems into the fold. Getty has done a great job too, in the partner community. George and team, thank you all for your sessions. Obviously, the idea of opening the door to be able to say, you know, if Fluxx is indeed an enterprise vertical software for philanthropy, it is important to understand that the ecosystem around it is one that needs to meet all in one place and be able to unify together. And we recognize that that sort of structure and the complexities that you often face, whether it be CRM, financials, survey softwares, whatever it be. So definitely as you continue to evolve into Fluxx, these are natural things that you'll see you want to integrate through. As they come up, let us know. We're happy to put you in touch with teams like George, like Grant Book, and all the others that can help you with that. All right, and then ultimately, I think that brought us to the end. My goodness, I can't believe we're here. Thank you so much for being here. Indeed, many of you have traveled as far as India, New Zealand, from all over Europe, and of course, within the US, and travel is always a thing, so we are humbled, we are appreciative of your presence, of your voice, and thank you for that. Before we kind of wrap up, a couple of things to note. One, is there is a lovely poll. For those of you who have the Fluxxcon app, it's very cool. It is up in the left-hand corner of the app. You can do it. It takes 45 seconds, and it helps us so much to be able to make sure that going forward, we get the right understanding of what worked, what didn't work, and how we did. And it definitely informs the creativity and authorship of the next year. So please take a moment to do that. If you don't have the app, I'm not forcing downloading, but we do have some papers over there that we would love to have your feedback. 45 seconds tops, 1 star to 5 stars, super easy. Thank you very much for that. A couple other things, if you did not yet write your postcard to yourself, that is by far of all of the Fluxxcons we've had, and something that I have heard year over year. I come in and be like, I had this thing that I wanted to do and I can't remember what it was, but it was such a good idea at the time. Please write that down. I promise you'll appreciate your future self will thank your current self for doing that. Let's see here. Yes, the last one, badges, your tags. They are actually wildflowers. Who knew? They're, if you actually want to plant your name tag, it actually grows into a wildflower, which is kind of adorable. And in that sense, if you're not using it, Jasmine and Alyssa and others will actually gather them, because what we're going to do is take all the ones that weren't used and make a cute little garden nurtured inside of the Fluxx office. So thank you in advance for that garden if you're not using your name tag. And lastly, on our side, there are so many thank yous that are absolutely critical. There are so many people that brought this together. Obviously, the amazing trainers that you had on Tuesday, the people who have been presenting here all week, and indeed our marketing team, who is an absolute, has put on this entire thing from start to finish. Jenna and Alice, if you could wave, wherever Jenna is. Jenna is probably with her. Oh, there she is. Thank you both for your tireless leadership and unbelievable hours that it took to pull this together. You have an incredible supporting crew of marketing. Sherry, Casey, and where's Dawn? If you guys want to raise your hand, and hi, thank you. Good job, you guys. And Libby, Libby, I'm sorry, and Libby. That's me. Thank you guys so much. That brings us to the conclusion. We again are so honored. Thank you for the incredible week. On behalf of all of Fluxx, we are so appreciative for you as clients, for you as voices, and for your presence here. If there's anything we can help with, concierging around the city, ideas, come ask us. In the meantime, if there's anything that we can help with that you didn't quite get conclusion on, training, support, again, please come find us. We're all here for you. So thank you so much. Do you want to give me one sec? Okay. All right. And enjoy and safe travels home, please. We'll see you all at the next Fluxxcon.